Good day, good day, good day, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome, welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice because we practice. Why? Why do we practice? Because practice makes progress. Say that with me. Practice makes progress. Yes, yes, yes. So I am Red Melissa. I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to support people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, limiting patterns of behaving, so that they can transform their lives by revealing the healing from within. We got to get our mind right if we want to have a delicious life. Yes, we do. So, this is my ministry of joy where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, a new thought center in New York. So if you need support, if you're looking for a spiritual life coach, you're looking for a spiritual home, reach out to me and we can set up some time to talk. You can send me a DM on my social media and we can connect very soon. All right, everybody. So, welcome to Thursday. Welcome to this episode of Morning Sip. And I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Good day, Wayne from Calgary. Yes. Good day, Mommy. I hope you're doing well. Good day. I'm taking it as Linda, although it shows up as Facebook user from the mountains of Colorado. Beauty and sunshine here. All right. I'm glad y'all got some sunshine going on in Colorado and no more snow. It's pretty cloudy here in New York. It might rain, so we'll see, but it's nice. It's like going to be upwards of, I think, 60 degrees today. So I'm loving that spring. Yes, I love spring. Love that spring energy. Oh, we got somebody else from Colorado. Hey, Shay. Good morning to you. All right, Colorado is like breaking it today. I love it. All right, Wayne, giving me a Yahoo. All right, Wayne from Calgary. So, good day, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we are in what has turned into a inspirational reading week. It's turned into an inspirational reading week. And what I mean by that is my spiritual practice, my daily spiritual practice is comprised of four elements: inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, prayer, and meditation. And my mind just said it's really five spiritual practices because I'm adding in loving my body as a spiritual practice by exercising, by eating right, and by getting rest. So, nutrition, exercise, rest is my recipe, my formula for loving my body. Because my focus this year is on love, law, and laughter. That's my focus, my qualities for 2023. So, speaking of qualities, I think we're going to do a quality roll call tomorrow just to remind everyone what we're doing in 2023. And if you're new to SIP, what we do every January is we go within and we get in tune with a quality of God, a quality of higher consciousness, a quality that we are desiring to embody more by being it, not by becoming it, but by being it. And we be it by practicing it. So mine is love, law, laughter. So I get to be more love, law, and laughter in all areas of my life, right? So tomorrow we'll do a roll call. I think about 30 people so far who have shared their qualities with me. And I pray that it's incorporated into my prayer practice every morning. I pray for everyone's embodiment of their quality more fully, more expansively. So if you want a piece of that, just put in your quality right here in the comments, and I'll add you to the list, and I will share all of them tomorrow again, because this is what we are declaring for ourselves. We are claiming it and declaring it, which is a beautiful segue into my inspirational reading for today. So, one of the ways that I read books is through my inspirational reading in the morning. I'll read a couple of pages of a book and every morning, and that's how I read many books, because sometimes I just don't have time in the day to sit down and read for 2 hours. Sometimes I do, most times I don't. And I have found that when I used to commute to go to work in the city, I would spend a lot of my commuting time on the train reading. That was a great way for me to read. But since I don't really commute anymore, and most of my commuting is driving, I can't read and drive. And although I do like audiobooks, I really like a book in my hand. I like feeling the pages. I know, I'm old school, but I really do enjoy it the most that way. So, all that preamble to say, one of the books that I'm reading in my inspirational reading for my morning spiritual practice is It Works If You Work It. It Works If You Work It. So, I referenced It Works If You Work It when we did our pamphlet series a couple of weeks ago. You remember our pamphlet series? We had some great pamphlets we went through. And so one of the pamphlets was It Works If You Work It. That's based on this book by Dr. Johnny Coleman. So it was because we went through that pamphlet that I decided that I was going to read the book. And so I did my inspirational reading this morning. I read about 3 pages of the book, because you all know that I also do the Science of Mind daily inspiration. And I also do another book that I shared yesterday. What is it? Daily Inspiration of Spiritual Journey, something like that. I'll recap tomorrow. And so I also read that, but those are like 1 pages. I don't spend a whole bunch of time. I don't want you to get the impression I spend like a whole bunch of time reading as part of my spiritual practice. I don't. It's probably like 5 minutes total, 5-6 minutes total. All right, revmelissa, let's get to the point. So this morning I read from It Works If You Work It by Dr. Johnny Coleman. And if you're not familiar with her, she was a brilliant Black woman. She was the reason why Black people are now able to live on campus at Unity Village. She was the first Black person to live on the campus of Unity Village. If you don't know what Unity Village is, Google it, but it's basically a religious organization, a Christian organization. And back in the day, they did not allow people of color to live on campus. So Dr. Johnny Coleman would have to go like 15 miles out, live somewhere else, and then commute every day to go to classes. She was in seminary at Unity to attend classes there. And then at some point she said, we ain't doing this no more. I'm going to live right here like everybody else. And that's what happened. So she is a force. She passed away a number of years ago, but her work is her legacy. So if you're not familiar with her, she is a giant in New Thought, and she was very tall. She was over 6 feet tall, and she did not play. So this is one of her books that has a lot of her pieces of her sermons in it. It's wonderful, but overall, the book is focused on prosperity. So I'm going to just share a couple of pages with you that I read recently. It wasn't my reading from this morning, but I want to share this with you. So, Dr. Johnny Coleman, it works if you work it. People argue about about whether it is right to pray for things. People argue about if it's right to pray for things. My answer is yes. God is good, and that good is unlimited, but you must ask and knock. My example is very, very simple, and I love it. You know, there is water in that faucet. You can get your glass when you feel thirsty and want a drink of water, and you can stand in front of that faucet with that glass as long as you want to. You could stand there, you can affirm and affirm, but the water is still in the faucet, isn't it? Unless you reach over and turn on the faucet, the water is going to stay in the faucet. The same thing with your refrigerator. If you decide you want a glass of milk, you can stand outside the refrigerator for the rest of your life if you want to. You got to open the door to get the milk out. Now, when I say ask, I don't mean that you should tell God a specific way to do it. When we try to give God a specific pathway to come through, we then limit God in our thought, and our good comes to us down that little narrow pathway. And he might have wanted to come in a more abundant way. I want you to understand and see the difference, but realize that if you do not ask, claim, demand, and accept your inheritance as a spiritual being, you will not receive it. When you ask God for help, you are claiming your inheritance as a child of God. Do you understand the difference? God does not have what you need. God is the substance. I love this woman. God is the substance of that need. You do not have to ask God for life. God is life, and you are the projection of that life. So from today on, you should no longer beg God for anything. You should claim it as your divine inheritance. It is already yours. Yes. Open your mind, open your heart, and invite God in because he is able to do it. Open your mind, open your heart because God, the divine, the universe, love is able to do it. Drop in whatever you want to call it. It is able to do it. Yes? And I love when Dr. Johnny says, you're not asking for it in a specific way. And this is what she's speaking to when I talk about God's business is the how. When I said yesterday to mind your business, this is what I'm talking about. We want to tell God how to do it, when to do it, what it needs to look like, all the things. We don't need to get that specific, but we do need to know what it is. We need to ask, we need to claim, we need to declare, we need to decree, we need to be open to receive it. Yes? So God has the how. We mind our business by turning on the faucet, by opening the refrigerator, by clearing our minds of the clutter, right? So that we could be a clear vessel to receive the desires of our heart. Some of us can't receive because there's no space. There's all this stuff that we need to release and surrender and forgive and release. so that we have the capacity to hold it when we receive it. Sometimes we receive what we desire, but we can't hold it. We can't hold it. A perfect example of that is all the people that win the lottery, and a great percentage of them go through that money like breath, and it's gone because they can't hold it. They still have a consciousness of lack and limitation. Even with 1 million, 5 million, whatever millions of dollars, if you have a consciousness of lack and limitation, you will not be able to hold prosperity for long. It will go right through. Right through. So I love what she's talking about here, right? That God does not have what you need. God is the substance of that need. God is life itself. God is life itself. Love is life itself. And so we get to be the representation of that life. I love to tell people that one of the things that was in my heart that I desired greatly was to be a mother. I really, really wanted to be a mother, right? And so I'm like 35 years old, and my GYN doctor is like, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What are you waiting on? Well, one of the things I was waiting on was to be married. Yeah, like that was important to me. I know for many, it ain't that important anymore. That's fine. But for me, it was important. So one, I got married at, I think, 35 or 36 years old. And then we wanted to have children. And it was very challenging. It was very challenging. But I kept knowing that it would be, that the life that I seek to express and birth into the world is calling for me, just like I'm calling for it. Whatever it is in your heart that you are desiring is calling for you as you call for it. But we can't be silent in the desires of our heart. We got to speak it into existence. We have to decree it so. We have to decree it so, no matter what. So many doctors told me once I did become pregnant, and not just pregnant, but pregnant with twins, that I was a high-risk pregnancy, that I was a geriatric. I was a geriatric pregnancy. I was like, what? This is what I know. What I know is that I am whole, healthy, and complete. What I know is that I'm going to have a wonderful, amazing pregnancy and delivery. What I know is all is well. All is in divine right order. So when I was interviewing doctors to be my OB, as soon as they said geriatric, as soon as they said high risk, as soon as they said bed rest, I was like, well, you're not the doctor for me. Until I found the right one. And that right one held the same vision that I was holding for myself. He said, you eat right, you take care of yourself, you will have a beautiful pregnancy. No talk about bed rest. No talk about high blood pressure. None of that. He only spoke to me what he knew was for my highest good. And we would have fantastic doctor visits. Fantastic doctor visits. Because we were on the same wavelength. Right? On the same frequency. He was declaring for me what I was declaring for myself. We have to be careful about who we allow in our inner circle, who is not on the same page with the desires of our heart, who may be decreeing something other than what it is that you desire for yourself. So don't go spreading your business all over the place because your mind on your business and someone else's mind on your business may not be of the same mind. And then that's more stuff, that's more clutter to get through, right? So I declared it. I made a whole visioning board about my pregnancy and delivery. I imagined it. I visualized it. I spoke it into existence. And what happened? I had a wonderful pregnancy. I was vibrant. I was exuberant. I was beautiful. I was all the things good walking around with these twin girls, right? I I gave birth at 39 weeks. There's some girls in their 20s, some women in their 20s who don't go 39 weeks. I went 39 weeks because I was clear about what I was asking for, what I was claiming. I turned the water on the faucet. I opened the refrigerator and got what I needed. The substance that is God. God as my source, supply, and substance. And that's what I tuned into every single day. 39 weeks, beautiful pregnancy, no bed rest, no limitation of any activities. Birth two beautiful, healthy, vibrant baby girls. And God within me gets to experience being a mother to Aria and Zola as and through me. God would not have this experience any other way, but through and as me. This unique experience as mother to Aria and Zola. So you drop in whatever it is that you desire in your heart. Drop in prosperity, drop in relationship, drop in health, drop in whatever it is. Declare it, own it, speak it, know it, feel it. The feeling tone, y'all, is everything. Feel it. Feel it in your bones. And know that it is already done in the mind of God, which is your mind, because there is only one mind, one life, one body, one power. Do y'all hear me? All right. Whew. I went somewhere. I'm back now. I'm back now. I think we got to get into some joy news before I use up all the time. But I hope that resonates with somebody. I hope that resonates with somebody. Yes, yes, yes. I see you, mommy. Yes. Speak up and asking God what you want. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, mommy. Absolutely. I got an amen from Fee. Yes, I can receive it. Yes, Wayne. Yes, all of the things, all of the things. Thank you, Fee, for all the shout outs to folks. Yes, thank y'all. Good day, Oida. Good day to you. Good day to you. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. All right, I'm preaching today, Sekou. Oh, yeah, I went there. I'm back. Thank you so much. Yeah, Shay, I'm glad it resonates. My mama said, wonderful sermon. Okay. It wasn't supposed to be a sermon. It's supposed to be a sip. It's supposed to be a sip, y'all. Just a sip. All right, y'all, let's get into some joy news. I have been going over lately, and I really need to do better with my time management, but it's all good. It's all good. So I meant to share yesterday that I was the guest on Tracy Brown's show on Tuesday called Poetry, Prayer, and Practice. We had a wonderful, wonderful time just talking about prayer and poetry and practice, talking about our lives and this journey. And I even got to share one of my prayer poems, which is one of my like really, really sarcastic prayer poems. So check out the show. It's on my I Am Red Melissa page on Facebook, and I'll also put it on my I could put it on my YouTube channel. So I'll also put it on my YouTube channel. Poetry, prayer, practice. So shout out to Tracy Brown. It was wonderful to be with you. I had a great time. Last night, we had our hour of power of community, and we had a fun time. Thank you to all of you who were able to come. We do an hour of power every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And every Wednesday is a different focus. So the fourth Wednesday of the month is focused on community and people just sharing their gifts in community. So last night we got to learn how to make Zen tangles. Zen tangles. It's like mindful doodling, right? So this is the one I created. It's not finished yet, but isn't that cool? Yeah. So yeah, no judgment about it, right? And it helps you to really get present. It was such a good time. So shout out to Sue Wicks, who's a member at Rockland CSL, also an incredible artist in her own right, who led us through the Zentangle journey. So we had a lot of fun. Oida was there, and some other members of Rockland CSL were there. So we had a wonderful time. So thank you all again who were able to come. All right. This Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, two things happen at 10:30 a.m. One is, nope, not that one. Here we go. The other sip, Sunday in Praise with Red Melissa, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And on Sundays, for Sunday in Praise, I share a Sunday sermon. So if you want some inspiration, a longer sip, right, like a real sermon, then tune in on Sunday, 10:30 a.m. for a replay of a Sunday sermon right where you're watching me now. And also on Sunday, 10:30 a.m., but live, we have Rockland CSL, our Sunday service celebration, and we will be closing out the March theme of cultivating authenticity. And the message this Sunday is no approval needed. No approval needed. You know, I'm all for that. So please join us. Go to rocklandcsl.org. We're virtual this Sunday. You can be with us on Zoom, or you can watch the live stream on Facebook, on our Facebook page. So again, for the Zoom link, go to rocklandcsl.org and press Sunday service, and you'll get the Zoom link, or join us on Facebook for the live stream. Okay. What else? So I was talking about prosperity this morning, or whatever it is that you desire. And one of the things that we're also doing at Rockland is we're doing our unexpected income prosperity program. So if you want more prosperity in your life, and we're speaking specifically about money, very specifically about money, join our unexpected income prosperity program. It works. So basically, you register by going to rocklandcsl.org. We started this on Ash Wednesday, and we're ending it on Easter Sunday. I don't end it for myself. I just keep it going, because who wants to turn off the faucet on some unexpected income? And I have received doozies, always do. And so I'll just share one that I received of unexpected income is someone gifting me a vacation for Easter break, gifting me a vacation. Like, come on. So it could be anything that would cost money that you receive. It could be actual money itself. It could be someone treating you to lunch. It could be you getting a discount on something. It could be whatever, right? That's in that frame of currency. And then you tie 10% of that back to wherever you are spiritually fed. So if you're spiritually fed at Rockland CSL, you would tie 10% to Rockland CSL. If you're spiritually fed through some other venue, some other entity, let's say, then you would tie your 10% there. And that the last component is prayer. So our prayer practitioners, I have prayer practitioners who pray your prosperity every single day. And then there's a prosperity prayer that you would say every single day in the morning and in the evening. So all the information is on our website, rocklandcsl.org. All right. I wanted to remind you all that that was happening. And please save the date. Meditation with the Moon is coming up on April 6th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a full-blown spiritual practice. So if you've been like, what is this spiritual practice that Rev Melissa keeps talking about? You will get a taste of it, a fuller taste of it, when we do our meditations with the full moon. So the next one, again, is April 6th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you are watching me now. All right. Let's see what else is coming up. It's some good stuff, y'all, coming up. I'm teaching a new class that is coming up April 25th through May 23rd. It's called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, which is what we were talking about today. So if you want to transform your life, if you are ready to renew your thinking, if you're ready to uncover beliefs, thoughts, and limitations around your behavior that is stopping the flow from flowing through you in your relationships and money and in health, you want to take this class. So it starts April 25th, Tuesdays, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's on Zoom. So wherever you are, you can participate. I am the facilitator. It is an accredited CSL class if that's important to you. If it's not, that's fine too. The cost is $170. There's a discount going on right now of $145. After April 1st, the price goes up to $170, and Rockland CSL members pay $145, the discounted cost. Okay? All right. If you have any questions about the class, reach out to me and we could set up some time to talk about that. Last thing that I want to share that I am super duper excited about is my installation. So my installation celebration is happening on Saturday, May 6th at 12:30 p.m. in person. We will also be streaming it on Zoom and on Facebook Live. I'm so excited about this. We're finally having my installation celebration. And the reason why it's been delayed is because I needed it to be a certain way. So one, I needed my mama to be here. We was planning it before. My mother was in Atlanta last year with my brother. I needed the right location, and we are in the right location now at Rhino Comedy Club. So you talk about love, law, and laughter. We have our services once a month, first Sundays, at a comedy club called Rhino in Suffern, New York. So that's where my installation will be. May 6th, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time in Suffern, New York at the Rhino Comedy Club. And then afterwards, we're going to go right across the street to a wonderful restaurant and have a reception and have some food and just fellowship with each other. So everyone who's listening is invited. If you want to get the actual invitation, just send me your email and I'll make sure to put you on the Evite list so you can receive the invitation. And I hope that you can join me either in person or virtually. It means so much to me. Okay. All right, y'all. So I think that's all the joy news that I have to share today. Woo, I went over about 5 minutes, y'all. I'll do better. I'll do better. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll wrap up our inspirational reading series. We'll do our roll call of our quality. And that's it. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. And remember what I said today. All of it. Remember all of it. Watch the replay of it if you need to have a reminder for yourself. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.